we try to make this recording. We don't know how fast we can post it or whatever. And it's the second day of a Shavuot, and it's quite beautiful. And as far as being able to rest and all the beautiful things that God does for us every day, it's not just Shavuos, but it's also every day that God makes wonderful things for us. And so now I want to say to you quickly, I want to tell you about the kidnapping. When I was kidnapped and held at that apartment complex in Arizona. When my husband, my beloved shabtai, tried to come rescue me, and I was this beautiful man and two other people. They were crying over our people. They're in the video of Oz, and I didn't remember them, and they were crying. And my beloved took his feet. He said, "I'll come and I'll come back for you." And I'm like, "Take me now." You're really handsome. It's my husband, but I didn't remember. Our beloved royal family, Rothschild's beloved royal family, and our Goldwater. But he was already gone. He died over here trying to get back to Russia. And the family members and the workers of our family members were trying to help me, basically. So I just wanted to let you know too. But I was held at a small apartment complex. And I realized how small it was because they kept me drugged most of the time. So if the kidnapper's next to you, he's going to be able to drug you, basically, and keep drugging you, and you're not going to you fall asleep. He inject you with a syringe, basically. So put stuff in your food. So we just want to let you know that. So in the apartment complex, it was quite small, and those gays, they were actually lookout people. I seem to remember them saying to me that they would look out, basically sit, and then if they were going to get caught or whatever, basically, then they would try to say they didn't do anything. I saw them when I come and go. Everything's so late because it's cloudy because I was drugged most of the time. Well, they kept me drugged the whole entire time actually, and so even like what I tried to do here. And so, trying to cover up for the bad Americans. So when they saw me and tried to stop them from attacking me, because I was outside screaming and hollering so everybody else could see. I'm like, no, let me go. I was like that, and he was pulling me and dragging me. The carpet burned my back. Basically, and I know he was going to try to rape me. Basically, and I was trying to keep him from touching me. Basically, and I was trying to get away. And so basically, and that's how come they said something, but they probably would never said anything before because we're actually looking out, trying to help the bad people. And Dr. Bruno Mars is actually the father of Michael Jackson. Okay, said, and they just switched the ages, so like he would be like look younger, but he wasn't. It's not Joe Jackson. It was Dr. Bruno Mars. That was Michael Jackson's father. So. And they switch it like that. So basically said so. And there was another relative of Michael Jackson that lived in a complex, and there's a swimming pool and everything. It's just quite small, and he was also homo. He was also homosexual. So basically said so. That's what was holding me there. Basically, so let's do that too. So Michael had gone to jail for trying to come out of me at Time Warner facility where they took pictures of Shabby and I and made you see one of our babies, basically. And so but I'm actually the fourth race. And so my beloved Sweet actually made that song for me. But when we asked for he asked who I wanted to sing the song. I said, well, maybe Michael Jackson was kind of like, he was like famous, but he's supposed to be a little boy. And when he showed up, he was a grown man. Like, you're no little boy. So he came to Russia, and like, you lied. So we knew something was wrong with that. And our liberal family said, nobody ever saw him. So he showed up. He was like easily 30, trying to say he was 25. So I wanted to let you know that too. And so he tried to kill us when we made the video. He tried to kill us. He had a wife. He killed her. He was going to be with Jenna, and he did that something to his own wife. She was like, I told you how she was and wearing the clothes like that other women wore, and the way you make me feel, I think it's like that, or whatever. But so he shot her. That's it. And he went to jail for trying to. There was a short trial. He went to jail for trying to come out of me and he tried to get our Rothschild's family, brother of our Rothschild's family member. So, and it was let you know. He's going to have like a shootout at the Time Warner. We showed you the video how it was really made. And so when it starts, it goes Rothschilds like that. But we took the video off. Remember, I showed you that because I'm the fourth race, and so they morphed everything together and put the people that actually were trying to kill us. And you're like what's her name? That does really bad things. she also was came after us too. Tyra Banks. Okay, so we just mentioned it too. She's not me. But those are the person that they morphed together in the end is just everybody morphed together. But they're trying to explain to you that I'm actually the fourth race because I have all this bloodline in me. But it's all royal. So I just want to let you know that too. So, explain to you there was something wrong with those two that stayed next door, and they never said anything to me. Basically said, and then when I was screaming and hollering, then and I seem to remember saying, "Well, look out!" But when we get if we think we get caught, we're going to say something else. Just there were two men, and they just didn't see, homosexual. I wasn't used to seeing all those things. And so and Duckworth, they could remember I moved to a woman, and it had to be with Tracy and all those. Another one of their sisters are women, and their baby looked like him. So another one, because he had strange colored eyes, and so Hazel, he had hazel eyes. So the baby had eyes like him. And he moved that woman in, and they treated me even worse. Because the man stabbed me with a penknife. He was doing stuff like that. And so the one he was taking drugs with. He did stuff like that to me. His mother and his brother were involved because his woman is trying to put in trying to help him take over our home in England because my beloved Caledonia and I fifth in line to the throne of England. That's how we became king and queen of England. So it says that because all the Brother Royal family said that they from God speaks to us, so they wanted us to be, and they knew that we would be, and they wanted because for the blessing from Book of Daniel. And they wanted the people to make it. So basically said, God, above a royal is God. So we told you that. So basically said, so, and Queen, Bubby, Auntie Emma, Doda Emma, Queen Elizabeth, she was a Jew. So I wanted to know that again too. And God he wanted her to get rid of all the pork, no pork. He just said to get rid of that. He just, because we don't want the people to eat it either. So we know we outlawed pork in Israel. Shabby and I it was Shabby too, but I didn't remember anything. They asked me what about pork, and I said, yeah, it should be outlawed. We're not supposed to eat it. So we're trying to make pork illegal in all of our things, basically. So we just because it's not supposed to be. Not supposed to eat that. So and so she wanted God wanted her to get rid of pork there too. When he didn't want her to eat it or touch it or have other people eat it, basically, because you're not supposed to do that. So basically, and so she was trying to. So now we're king and queen of England, and we don't want any pork there either. All of our kingdom, because and that day, even the vessels. That means that all the pots and pans, there'll be no pork. They'll be holy, and nobody will eat that. So we just mentioned that too, because in our kingdom, and that's what it's supposed to be. Just mention that to you too. And so she asked us to be in line. She put us in line succession. We have to have English blood as Jewish, and so she put us in line succession because she wanted her people to make it. That's it, and she wanted her people to have a blessing, and so everyone can say it in the Book of Daniel because that's what it means. And she knew everybody knew how we were born. How can this we're born in a line succession and things like that, and how we would be. So we just want to let you know too, and who we say we are. But I wanted to let you know about that those two gay men. They were looking out. But they said it's a small complex, a small complex in Arizona. We said, and an apartment manager did something to try to make the kidnapper leave me alone. He said people come to the door. The man came to the door and said, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen." Yes, I said, I'm like, why is this man talking to me like this? Because I was drugged most of the time. Yes, I said so and stuff like that. And so I'm like, why are you here? And stuff like that. So I was like that, and it kept me drugged quite a bit. Even so, it's like things that when I try to remember, I don't, it's like a haze, but I do remember. And somebody said, and so that's how they were able to try to attack me and stuff like that because it kept me drugged. And somebody said, so we just want to let you know that too. Now and so Duckworth and Teresa, his wife, his woman, and basically said, and all those other daughter nieces of his of Colin Powell's that he took, they all gave him that man babies, basically said, and they thought he was going to be something, and basically said, and he's nothing but a criminal, Lucifer. That basically said, so and they keep trying to tell lies on the bad people, and they hurt our family, trying to kill us, trying to take our things. And Duckworth bragged about he would steal. They were going to steal our things. And take our things, and I during the kidnapping, I look and his mother and everybody was around. His mother and him tried to kill me. He said they knocked me on a marble. He knocked me on a marble table. I was trying to get away from him. I was trying to get away from him. She had like a crutches, like she had a broken foot or something, or her foot wasn't. And he tried to chase me. And when I tried to get away from him, I fell, and the inside of my ear hit a corner of a marble table inside their house, because I said, and the blood poured out my ear. I had to go to the emergency room, and the emergency, we can't help you. What do you mean you can't help me? I was like, because they had me drugged. I didn't remember anything. And I was being drugged, and there were people that trying to they were telling me there was something wrong. Because so and so I knew there was something wrong, because when I tried to escape, then the man pulled a gun on me, and a Smith and a Western revolver. So that, and so also and when he did, him, his mother did that. He was, I'll kill you for my mother. I'll kill you. He was like that on me, and I hadn't done anything. I was trying to get away from him, and I hadn't done anything to her, but he had done something to him, her, tried to do something to me. So this is what the kidnappers did to me. So we just want to let you know that too. And he was with him and Teresa and all those with them. They attacked my husband's mother. Teresa was old, and she was the one who told them to attack my husband's mother. And they tried to come after me. And when they couldn't get us to kill us, then the thing that she was trying to tell lies. But she was old, okay, people. She was old, and she was always doing stuff. And so basically said, and everybody knew she was a murderer, and just like, and he went around saying that they were murderers for their government over there. Basically, and the people with them, and how many people does, they were trying to kill us. Basically, they're trying to take our things. But he bragged about what he was going to do, and how he was going to steal oil and things like that. He bragged about that, people. Because so and so the kidnappers sort of dump all this stuff on you, and that's why most times, most of the time, the kidnapped victims, though, they really don't get away. They really actually something happens to him. But God told our beloved Rothschild family member that when he was dying in the back, he said that you have a police sting, and you'll be able to catch the people. Basically said that hurt us all. Basically said he told us that, and so that's what happened. So they brought, when I tried to escape, when they first grabbed me, they said, we'll just tell people you're crazy. But I said, and I went out, I tried to run and find some people. They'd taken me to Washington D.C. And I couldn't find anybody. Washington D.C. area. It was in Maryland, and it was late at night. And when I tried to get away, there was another man that came with a syringe and injected me in my arm. I said, you're going to kill me. He said, not yet. He said that. It was one of the Air Force men. It was their military that kidnapped me. So, and my beloved me and my beloved we were little kids. Because I said, but I was kidnapped, and the organized police thing started when I was 8 years old. Then I turned 9. So we just want to let you know that too. So now we'll talk to you as soon as we can, and we'll try to be careful, safe, and on alert as this Shavuot told, and it's also Shavuot, and we have other things we'll say to you, and we'll talk to you as soon as we can.